It's the time, pick it from China time, so let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a chit chat about a Hitbox. So I need to say something to you guys. I had this thing for, I think, a year or so. It's quite shameful actually, and I must say that I really never get into these, let's say, control reviews, but I thought, you know, let's go with the flow and let's do something crazy today. So the Hitbox, yeah, so this is not your traditional arcade stick or controller. It does actually like mimic an arcade joystick, which you can just see over here, but this thing is compatible with PC and Switch. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're just going to be plugging this thing in and see how does it actually works. Will it be recognized as like X input, because you can actually see that it has X input, Switch, PS3, digital input, PS4, arcade, and you know, this thing can do a lot actually, and I'm really surprised by it. So the input modes, so by changing the input modes, hold one of the following buttons and the controls is plugged in. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be checking out the Switch and the X input. That's what we're going to be checking out. So in the package there is over here an USB-C cable, a very long one. Let's see, we're going to be having these silicone patches for actually giving some grip. But let's take a close look at the device itself. So this is a tiny version, and it's also a very fun overall, let's say, affordable version, because we do have these very expensive, big, massive machines. But I thought, you know, let's pick up this cheap one some time ago. So you can actually see that we do need the rubber pads, because this is going to be sliding like crazy. So let's assemble these first. I love that they're giving you like a very long USB-C cable, because that is going to be convenient. Okay, there we go. So let's put these things on there. Let's see, and we're going to be putting them there. I'm not going to be putting them on the screws, because that's going to be weird. Okay, I think this is going to be doing a great job. So let's put this one over there. All right, all of them are assembled. This is going to be, yeah, absolutely no wiggling, a little bit. However, so what they're using, and that is kind of cool, they're using these more like same kind of, let's say, buttons like a keyboard. We're going to be getting the red switches, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to be having a turbo function, the L3 and R3 over here, home, select and start. So everything is super easy, man, like super awesome. And they're actually using over here a Pi chip for communication and switching. So the overall design is pretty cool. So let's plug this thing in and, you know, let's see what's going on, because this would be another way to actually play some old school emulation situation and some old school games. However, I think the downside is if the switches get broken, you cannot easily swap them out, because they're soldered to the PCB. So let's plug this thing in. Oh, actually I'm going to be using a shorter cable. It's going to be a little bit more convenient now. And let's plug it in. And let's see if this thing is doing anything. Wow, man, this is looking pretty cool. Look at that, the light up feature. And then of course we're going to be having over here a tiny display that even showcases what kind of situation we're having X input. So let's hold the A button and let's see if it's going to be switching that easily. Oh, okay. By the way, it's really cool that it actually shows what kind of button you're touching. Okay, here you can see like how it works. Okay, what just happened? Oh man, the switch went in freaking, let's say, sleep mode. How you need to switch is super easy. So what you need to do is, before you're going to be plugging it in, it automatically remembers which platform you're having, or actually like less played. I need to say it like that. But let's say we're going to be into the Hitbox. Let's hold it, plug it in, and you can see it's now X input. And the same doesn't work with the Switch now. Let's go to the Switch. And that's it. Super easy. It automatically recognizes the joystick. Oh, this is really weird. Let's go up. Oh, no, this is up. Oh, this is really weird. This is absolutely weird. Let's start the software. There we go. There we go. Oh man, I'm going to be starting to learn playing video games again, because this is going to be in such a weird and interesting way. So where is the start over here? Let's go with that. So what is interesting, we're going to be having left, right, up, down. Okay, we're going to be into the practice because we're going to be needing to practice now, and I want the request go away. I just want to play by myself. I want to play with myself. Let's go. Come on. Oh man, this is so weird. And the fun fact, like when I played with Mugen, for the people who don't know, I love Mugen. I played with so many Mugen games and made games and stuff like that. However, that was like with a keyboard, but this is so weird because you're going to be having, this is right, left. So I'm guessing I can do an, oh, this is not the punch button. So that's actually how it is. Oh man, this is so weird. Can I do Shoryuken? Yeah, that's going to be so much easier now. Oh, this is so weird. Oh man, I really just need to practice all the time, you know, and oh, this is the kick button. Okay. Particularly like the because you're used to get the WASD, if I'm saying it correctly, for like moving around with keyboard. That was actually how I played, and this is so weird now. Like it's so different when it comes to that. So I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so just going to be practicing now here. I can tell you, I think that's going to be a very overall cool, pleasant way to play, you know that? Yeah, doing supers is like 10 times easier than with a joystick. This is so much more convenient to play. You know, let's do one match, let's get my ass kicked by the computer, and you know, let's see what's going on. But I can tell you, this is a really fun and overall new way to actually play. Yeah, this is fun. Wish me luck, because I'm going to be needing it now. Let's go with Evil Ryu for now. And we're going to be fighting against Hong Kong. I think it's like, yeah, okay, Fai Long. Oh, you know what's for me, like what's the difficult part is because I am so used to the configuration of the PC with Mugen that I need to get used to. Yeah, this is what I thought, like oh man, this is so fucked. Oh. Can I do a super? Can I do a super? I have no idea how to do the super. Let's just... Yeah. Oh, but my gameplay is completely horrible. So let's move to the Switch 2 and let's play some Mario Kart to see how this thing actually works, because oh man, playing Mario Kart with this next level craziness. So what I love about the Switch 2 is it will recognize so many different controllers, and I can tell you then when it comes to, let's say, the controller over here is nothing different than the normal controller. So we're going to be having all kinds of retro and Mario Kart fun, because this is going to be an interesting way to just play the game. Now we're going to be using left and right and everything else, so that's not going to be a crazy thing. So, but when it comes to the Hitbox, I think it's a pretty cool overall concept, and you know, there are some more expensive versions, like massive, but the overall design, you can see that the LED started to blink. If you're going to be playing like this RGB craziness. Well, let's start. Okay, I need to press right, and so yeah, this is the thing. It will not utilize this joystick, or it was like in a way, because it does actually show over here. We can rewind and do all kinds of cool things, but oh, it's actually seeing down the D-pad. Select start and left will be switching. Crap, oh, I don't want to do that. Yes, I want to go out of this. Yes, okay, that's the thing. Okay, so in this way we can actually play. So yeah, that's pretty cool, absolutely. Playing Mario Kart World with a freaking Hitbox controller. So this is absolutely a fun overall experience, that is one thing, but and again, like I really need to get used to this situation. I'm messing it up big time. There we go. Oh, I almost missed one. Oh, look at the time that I still had left. Okay, nevertheless, it was a lot of fun. So let's switch to the PC. So the next thing we're going to be doing is switching to the X input. But I must say that this is absolutely a blast. Not to read it to the past because this is a brand new game. Can I shut it down? Let's go. Press A, down, and shut it down. Let's go. So big box is activated, so let's hold the A button over here and let's plug it in. Ah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let's start with Street of Rage. I'm still you know, don't you love it when you're switching between the Switch and the normal PC, that everything is going to be inverted? It's freaking annoying. Let's play some Street of Rage! Yes! So I know what is my problem at this point with this controller, and this is something, it's just a matter of playing and getting used to it. So when it comes to, let's say, playing, so left or right is not going to be a problem. But for me it's going to be the situation that I need to get used to the up button. That's the thing, you know, I'm so used with the D-pad itself when it comes to up, down, left, right, and that's different with this particular model. Because the up is now with my thumb, and that is so weird. See, that's what I mean, like I'm always getting a little bit in this confusing situation. But if you want to start playing, I think you need to do a lot of training. But also when it comes to just messing around, I think you just need to play a fighting game like Street of Rage and just mess around and have fun, man. Woo, 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 woo. Ah! Getting the hang of it. No, you're not going to be clobbering me with the pipe. No! Oh! The PC version of Metal Slug, so... Okay, indeed. Oh, give me easy mode. I have a handicap here. I love the short trail buttons. There we go. Let's go. Machine gun, please. Thank you. Now we need to press up. Yeah, at this point, it's absolutely great. So the Hitbox is an absolutely awesome device. I love the light up feature, and the thing that it actually can do is pretty cool. So particularly when it comes to just the buttons and everything, it's really convenient, and it's absolutely a lot of fun, and switching is super easy. Also, if you want to map, let's say, the D-pad to the left joystick and vice versa, that works quite well. So this is just like a super basic one to actually buy, but I think it's a lot of fun because you can just start playing and just getting used to it. Because for me the biggest problem was like the up and down button, because it's like so weird, like it's actually inverted when it comes to D-pad actually. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of a product like this? Would you consider buying it, and what kind of platform would you use it for?